channel. Today I'm going to be doing my concealing, highlighting, and contouring bronzer and blush routine. I already have my foundation on. I'm reviewing this one for another video, so that will be up soon. Stay tuned for that. We are just going to jump right into it. I went to Ulta this morning and I picked up a new concealer that I'm going to try. It's not new, but it's new to me. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I have the shade Light 16. I'm going to take this. I've heard good things about it. Let's see if there's any claims on the packaging. I don't see anything. Nothing. The component just looks like this. Very sleek. I like it. Let's see if it's full coverage or not. We're going to take it directly under the eye. Upside down triangle. That is going to give the illusion of a lift under the eye. I don't know how fast this dries down, so we're going to do one eye at a time. Okay, one eye is blended out. It looks really good. It is full coverage on me at least. I don't have horrible under eye darkness as you can see, but on me it is full coverage. It is not settling anywhere. The shade is really good. I'm going to do the other eye. Same thing, upside down triangle. Blending it out with a damp sponge. When you blend out your concealer, you want to use light pressure, especially on the under eye. The skin is so delicate and thin. If you press too hard or rub it around, you're just going to take away the product and the coverage and your foundation underneath. So you want to use very, very light tapping motions. Both under as you're blended out. That looks really good. With the same concealer, I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and center of my forehead. So a little bit down the bridge of the nose, a little bit right here, a little on the chin, and a smidge on the forehead. I don't have much forehead space, so that's kind of all the highlighting on my forehead I can do. And then we're just going to blend. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm definitely a fan. It looks good. I will update you on how it wears if it creases, and we're going to get into setting powders and contouring, bronzing, blush, all that good stuff. So I really like to use the NYX 3-Step to Sculpt contouring powder. I don't like their shimmer highlight. As you can see, I broke it right there. But I do like their under eye setting powder and the contour. It's a nice cool shade. So that's what we're going to use today. I'm going to just blend out that under eye really quickly. And I am going to take a tapered brush. This is a JH07. Dip it in to the highlighting shade. Coat your brush really well. Tap off the excess. And pat under the eye and anywhere else that you put concealer. This is going to keep the brightness where you put it. So the chin, bridge of the nose, and center of the forehead. I'm going to take a little bit of that same color, just like the tiniest little bit, and I'm just going to put it where we're going to contour, just so that the contour shade blends out nice and it's not going onto a wet base, because that will just give you choppiness and it won't look the best. Now for contour, I use a dome brush like this. This is a JH05. Dip it into that contour shade. It's a nice cool tone shade. That's going to give the illusion of a natural shadow. Tap off the excess. And you're going to start your contour from your ear to about there. You want to stop it right where, like you want to line it up with your eye. If you bring it down too far, it's going to look very drag, unless that is the look you're going for. That's not what I'm going for today. Take it, buff it out. Blend upwards. If you blend down, you're going to defeat the purpose of contouring. You want to keep the majority of the product at the hairline and by your ear. You can see the difference. This side looks slimmer, this side has no shape. Same thing along the forehead. I don't have anything to really contour on my forehead, but I just put the color there in my hairline just so it matches. Same thing on the other side. Start it right about here. And blend upward. You can see the difference that that makes. Take it, also the same contour color, along the jawline and under the chin. And now for the nose contour. I don't always do a nose contour. For the sake of the video today, I'm going to. I'm going to take a small brush. This is a small blending brush. It's the JH34. Take that very, very lightly and go right along the edge of the nose. Very, very lightly. Light pressure. Make sure you're holding your brush from the back. When you hold your brush farther back, it's going to give less pressure, applying less product, making it look more natural. And a little bit under the tip. Just going to give like a little button nose. Slimming it out a little bit. And as you can see, this nose contour looks crazy because we have not blended it yet. We are going to take any brush, whatever you want to use will work. You can use the brush you set your under eye with, a clean blending brush, a sponge, it does not matter. This is a JH08. I'm dipping it into a little bit of the powder we used to set our under eye. Tap off the excess and lightly, see, buff out the edge of the nose. It's just going to give it a little bit of a slimmer appearance and some shape, especially in photos, as you can see. Now we are going to move into blush. Today I'm going to use, this always changes, but my contour color never changes. I love that. My blush varies. Today I'm going to use the Kylie blush. This is the pressed powder blush in the shade Barely Legal. It's just a very light pink, and I like to take this on a JH06, just a floppy brush. It's my favorite blush brush because I don't love blush and it just distributes the right amount of product for me for a light wash. So take that, tap off the excess, and you are going to start this from the apple of the cheek and blending back to the cheekbone and the hairline to where your contour is. Light pressure. It's easier to build rather than to take away. If you put this straight on the apples of the cheeks, it's just going to make the face look very round, and you want it to look very slim. So same thing, start at the apples. Blend your way back, very, very lightly. This just gives like a nice flush. And I really like this formula. It's very buildable. It's not too pink too soon. Okay, blush is done. Now I'm going to take my highlighter. I've been obsessed with this since I bought it at CVS, the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Pearl. It's so good. First, I'm going to take my setting spray. I use the Omglow Glowed Up Highlighting Finishing Spray. It's my favorite, but you can use whatever facial or finishing spray that you like. I'm going to take this. Give it a generous mist. And the brush that I like to use to highlight with is a JH09. You guys have seen it already. Love it. Take it. Dip it in the product, tap off the excess, and you want to highlight all the high points of the face. So cheekbones, bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, under the brow. If you're very dry, you can do the chin and the forehead. If you're oily, I don't recommend it. Then you're going to take that. Look how blinding this highlight is. It's so good. And I apply a generous amount of it because I am not afraid of a glow. And I love to tap over my highlights with the damp sponge that I applied my foundation with. It just melts it into the skin. You can see the difference. Highlighted, not highlighted. Same thing on the other side. Sorry about that, my camera cut out while I was filming and I didn't realize, and I had already highlighted the bridge of my nose, so I'm just going to show you again how I did that. The same highlighter that I used to highlight my cheeks, I'm going to take it again. Any brush will work, it does not matter. You can use your finger, you can use a Q-tip, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use a JH37, it's just a little bit smaller and I can be more precise. I'm going to take it, tap off the excess, right on the tip of the nose. I love a nose highlight. Some people hate it. I love it. If you don't like it, don't do this step. And going down the bridge, right in between that contour, like an exclamation mark, kind of, you're going to draw a line here, buff it out, and then do the tip. And then again, damp sponge. Tap over everything to melt it in. I'm going to do the same thing on the Cupid's bow. Let's just make sure your lips look a little bit fuller. Buff it out. And then you're going to take your setting spray, shake it up, and give a good spray. Like, drench yourself in it. It's going to melt all the powder into the skin and make it look much more natural. Alright, and that is how I do my contour, highlight, concealer, and blush routine. As you can see, nice and sculpted, nice and glowy. Blush is not too strong. Like I said, I don't love blush. You can always add more if that is your cup of tea. It is not mine, so that is not what I'm going to do. But that is everything. All of the products blend out really, really well over top of this foundation that I'm testing out. Again, stay tuned for the video. That is something that I'm filming right now. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave any other requests you have in the comments down below and I will do them for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.